Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
This is Umar for IFLTV. We're at the TNT Sports launch. I'm joined by the legend himself, Rio Ferdinand. Big things going on at TNT. We're a boxing channel. I'm going to stick to the boxing. We've seen a lot of celebrities sort of getting into this crossover scene. We know you tried to do it yourself years ago. Have you got a bit of fire in the belly to come back and do it?
No, man, I'm too old now, man. I'm too old. I give it a go before. Didn't materialise. I trained hard, man. It was lovely. I loved it. I love boxing. But you know what? I think someone was looking down and saying, you know what? You don't need to go. You don't need to go into that danger zone. So, but you watched the Crawford fight the other day.
Unbelievable.
Oh man, my guy. Listen, whoa, pound for pound. Both players are pound for pound contenders, and the way that he dealt with him, mesmerised.
Someone said it's not just one of the best boxing performances they've seen, but one of the best sporting performances they've seen in recent modern history. I'm sure you go along with that.
Yeah, man, listen, I mean, I was captivated from the first bell. The way that he approached it, I mean, Spence come out early, come out quick, but the way that he dominated that fight, dominated a fighter at the level that he's at as well. I don't know if we've seen it at that level for a long time, I've got to be honest.
Rio, we saw Anthony Yarde here. I know you guys know each other. Obviously, he's a TNT fighter. Had 2 world title challenges, just come up short. But his promoter, Frank Warren, reassures everyone that he's going to win a world title one day. What are your thoughts on Anthony Yarde?
Yeah, I go with that. I know he's coached Tundi from when I was young as well, from the same area. So always kept a good keen eye on what Anthony Yarde's doing. I hope he does, man. I think he's put himself. He's gone into battle with people that were very wily characters, experienced. And come up short, like you said, but I think his day will come.
Just before we close off, I want to get your thoughts on heavyweight division. A lot going on TNT. We've got a pay-per-view fight with Usyk and Dubois in Poland. Joyce is going into a rematch with Zhang, and of course we've got Fury and Ngannou. So we'll start with Fury and Ngannou. He's got a lot of backlash as Tyson for taking this fight. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, for some reason the negotiations with like Usyk and with Anthony Joshua before that haven't really come to fruition, which has been disappointing. I'm a football fan, I mean a fighting fan. I want to see the biggest fights. That's why the Spence Crawford fight was so big. You want that type of feeling. You go into a fight where it's not all one-sided. But I just hope Tyson Fury has this fight, but then Usyk, if he gets through Dubois, which I think he will, that fight gets made hopefully. You want to see the 2 best fighters fight each other. And Zhang against Joyce. I didn't see that coming, I've got to be honest. He was walking into the same shot for the most of the fight, but hopefully in the rematch that changes and he alters his kind of approach and comes out the victor in the next game, in the next fight.
You see Tyson as the best heavyweight in the world, Rio?
Yeah, I do right now. I think you can't argue that. He's gone and proved it multiple times now. And I think I've been fortunate enough to watch Tyson Fury live, man. He's a massive guy. But his footwork is someone who's almost like akin to a super middleweight. The way he can move around the ring, his ring IQ is superb. Uses his size and his weight immaculately. I've been so impressed when I've seen him. I was amazed, I'll be honest.
Sprung into my head that interview you did with Floyd Mayweather when he was in the UK for Gervonta Davis fight. That was a good interview. What was it like meeting Floyd Mayweather?
Amazing. And he said then, by the way, he said, my guy, and Gervonta Davis was in the background on the wall just watching the interview. And he said, listen, man, forget me. Gervonta Davis, that boy over there is going to be world champion, going to be multiple world champion. And he came true, man. So I want to see Gervonta Davis with like all the other guys in his division.
Of course, Stevenson, Haney, etc.
Yeah, it's an exciting division, man. I want to see them fights happen.
Lastly, promise, last question. How would have your United side, Fergie's side, got on with today's City side, Rio?
Tough, man. They've been tough. They wouldn't have brushed us aside. We wouldn't have brushed them aside, man. Who knows?
join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.